Johnny Somali is one of the most talked about and badass characters on the internet. Almost everyone has heard of Johnny Somali in some way or another, and from time to time he makes headlines with his actions. But what is happening now is very different from the usual, because Johnny Somali has been labeled an enemy of the people in various countries around the world in the last few years, and he has done every evil you can think of, from harassing police officers to disrupting society and making outrageous gestures. Speaking specifically about policemen, let's talk about an incident that makes the situation even worse. Johnny Somali tried to attract the attention of other policemen by hurling ugly and unspeakable insults at a female police officer. The policewoman, however, did not react in any way and made no effort to remain silent in the face of Johnny's disgusting remarks.
Oh, you a bad bitch, I swear to God. You a bad bitch, I'll take you to dinner. I swear to God, I'll change your life. I'll change your life, baby. Baby, I'll change your life, I promise you. You a bad bitch right here.
But Johnny's continued talking eventually got him into trouble, because a police officer standing in the background approached him and warned him. Ignoring the warnings, Johnny Somali this time encouraged the police officer to use force.
I'm in the sidewalk. Okay, I'll go. What the fuck?
But what Johnny Somali did was only the beginning, because accurate information about his life was hard to come by, and new information was constantly emerging, leaving more and more questions in our minds. In particular, his first lie was directly related to his identity. Even though he kept introducing himself as a former child soldier and Somali pirate, he actually lived a life far removed from these stories. His real name was Rami Ismail, and he was born in Scottsdale, Arizona. But this only covered a few known facts. It turned out that Johnny wasn't even of Somali descent, because his father was actually Ethiopian. The Somali people were very angry that he was trying to create popularity for himself by using the name Somali. The reason was that he kept using the name in disgusting incidents and made sure that his name was mentioned everywhere. But even though Johnny Somali's main goal seemed to be to travel all over the world and record it, I think there was another reason: to rebuild his lost reputation. After all, he could have traveled the world before he had this notoriety. He also started making content because he didn't want to go to school for 4 years, but the content he made was really different. Let's go back to early 2023. Johnny Somali visited Thailand this year and started filming travel vlogs all the time, but there was a problem and Johnny was aware of it. His videos often looked mundane and boring. Despite all his efforts, his channel had only reached 5,000 subscribers. Johnny's dream of becoming a content creator seemed to be getting further and further away. At this point, Johnny searched for a new method and a different idea, and he finally found something. And what he found was a step into the dark side of social media. In a way that is often seen in America, he decided to completely transform himself and push himself down a completely different path to create a new Johnny.
Hey, racist. Okay. Hey, fuck you, nigga, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Whatever, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, nigga, yeah.
His new identity was that of a bully, outrageous in his behavior and lacking in social understanding. But this kind of behavior began to grow in popularity, so it continued. But without realizing it, he was building his own end. In the aftermath of these events, he even gave some people strange answers like, "Don't care about me, I have a mental illness." In the process, Johnny Somali began to lose his own personality more and more. He then decided to try this strategy in another country. He chose Japan, a country with a large human population. Before he set off, he thought about how big an impact his new plan would have and decided to go there.
Japan #1. Okay, Korea number 50 maybe.
As you know, Johnny Somali has always been a controversial figure. However, as soon as he stepped into Japan, he reached a turning point as a content creator. His goal was to produce shocking, controversial content unlike ordinary vloggers. First, he got on a train and started disturbing the passengers around him. The aim was to attract attention.
You know Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You know why you do this? Pearl Harbor.
Unfortunately, this casual provocation didn't make an impact, but when Johnny didn't get the reaction he expected, he decided to go further. But how far could Johnny Somalia go? A Korean-American passenger tried to defend the other passengers by standing up to Johnny's disturbing behavior, but instead of backing down, Johnny grew bolder and continued with his provocations.
You're from America.
Yeah, you're being obnoxious.
You know what we do to you?
What do you do?
We will do again.
Do what?
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Some even argued that Johnny should be deported, saying that Japan should choose individual tourists more carefully. But the real issue here was this. Did Johnny Somali really want such a reaction, or was he just risking everything for the sake of popularity? Johnny, who didn't want to get lost in the reactions, slowly started to achieve his goal. Because as the reactions increased, Johnny's viewership continued to grow. These efforts to attract attention brought him new viewers. Soon he was insulting the Japanese language, belittling Japanese people, and even playing racist music on trains, because Johnny's favorite thing was that hatred brought him viewers. This time, Johnny Somali encountered Mayako, a broadcaster who is quite famous in Japan. Mayako, however, quickly walked away to avoid Johnny's notoriety and was careful not to damage his broadcast. But Johnny took advantage of the situation and continued to badmouth Miyako behind her back.
Doing? Yeah, I'm Johnny Somali.
Somali.
Somali. Yeah, Johnny Somali. I'm your friend. I'm Johnny Somali. I'm the most famous nigga in Japan. What's up? Who are you?
Over time, things escalated. Miyako made a tearful statement during a broadcast expressing her outrage at Johnny's attacks.
I'm a dick. I'm so sorry, guys. Today, I really wanted to have a really great stream.
While this incident shook Miyoko's bond with his audience, Johnny's behavior once again became a social media sensation. Over time, things escalated. Miyako made a tearful statement during a broadcast expressing her outrage at Johnny's attacks. While this incident shook Miyoko's bond with her viewers, Johnny's behavior once again became a hot topic on social media. After this video, some bullying social media users even said that what Miyako did was definitely a hoax and it was just to get engagement. Seriously, our world is being devalued so much that sometimes I'm beyond shocked. How can you say that an event where a streamer is in a bad situation is fiction? It's really weird. Anyway, let's move on to the character Johnny. Johnny Somali's events in Japan showed how far he would go and how the Japanese people would react to it. A Japanese man tried to confront Johnny in a civilized way, but Johnny ignored this approach and was slapped the next day by another Japanese man.
때린다. Wow.
Johnny's disrespectful behavior was even met with a huge backlash from popular Japanese YouTubers and the public. However, he didn't stop there and made many disrespectful gestures, from asking for donations on trains to causing a disturbance in restaurants. In particular, he imitated the North Korean missile alert by sounding a siren and was arrested by police and deported from Japan. Johnny went to South Korea and started the same controversy there, but this time he ran into a major obstacle. Despite the many chances he was given, he continued to push the boundaries and was eventually banned from all platforms. It became almost impossible for him to come back. Do you think Johnny Somali deserved this ban after what he did? Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe for more videos like this.